What happens when a father lets go of his daughter's hand for just 1 second? And a massive river monster snatches her away into the depths. In Seoul's Han River, a creature born from toxic waste is hunting, and one family is about to risk everything to get their daughter back from its underground lair. But what they discover in those sewers is far worse than they imagined. Our story begins in 2000 with an American military pathologist inside a Korean facility. He's commanding his reluctant Korean assistant to do something that violates every safety protocol: dump over 200 bottles of formaldehyde directly down the drain. We watch as the toxic chemicals flow into Seoul's Han River below. This one decision is about to create a nightmare. Fast forward 6 years to 2006. We meet Gang-do, a man who works at a small snack bar along the Han River with his elderly father, Hee-bong. Gang-do has fallen asleep on the job again, and his father is chasing away customers. When Gang-do wakes up, he thinks he hears his daughter Hyun-seo calling him, but it's just another little girl. His father gives him a food delivery to make. While Gang-do is delivering food to customers along the riverbank, he notices a crowd gathering near the Wonhyo Bridge. People are pointing at something hanging from the bridge structure. We see it now, a massive creature clinging to the bridge's underside. The crowd watches in fascination as the creature suddenly releases its grip and plunges into the Han River with an enormous splash. What happens next will turn fascination into pure terror. At first, it seems like the creature has swum away. The crowd actually starts throwing food into the water, trying to bait it back for a better look. People are laughing, taking photos, treating this like some unusual sighting. But they have no idea what's about to emerge from those waters. Suddenly, the creature explodes out of the river onto the concrete bank. It starts running directly at the crowd. People scatter in every direction, screaming. The creature is fast, impossibly fast, and it's attacking everyone in its path. The chaos is beyond imagination. Gang-do spots an American man trying to fight back with a metal pole. Gang-do grabs another pole and joins him, trying to strike the creature. But their attacks only seem to anger it more. The creature turns on them, and the American is seriously injured in the struggle. Now the monster is locked onto Gang-do, chasing him through the panicked crowd. In pure panic, Gang-do reaches out and grabs what he thinks is his daughter Hyun-seo's hand. He's running, pulling her along, trying to get her to safety. But when he looks down, his heart stops. This isn't Hyun-seo. He's grabbed the wrong girl. He spins around, searching desperately for his daughter in the chaos. And that's when he sees her. Hyun-seo is standing frozen in terror as the creature charges straight toward her. Gang-do screams her name, but he's too far away. The creature reaches Hyun-seo, snatches her up in its jaws, and in one fluid motion, dives back into the Han River. Gang-do runs to the water's edge, screaming, but his daughter is gone. The river surface settles, leaving nothing but ripples behind. Days later, we're at a mass funeral held for all the victims of the creature's attack. We meet Gang-do's siblings. There's Nam-ju, his sister, who's a national medal-winning archer, and his brother, Nam-il, a former activist who now struggles with alcohol. This family's about to be tested in ways they never imagined. Gang-do and his family are mourning Hyun-seo, who's officially been declared deceased. The family is devastated. But things are about to get much worse. Government representatives arrive at the funeral and announce that everyone who had direct contact with the creature must be quarantined immediately. They claim the creature is carrying a deadly, unknown virus connected to that formaldehyde from 6 years ago. The government seals off the entire area. Gang-do and his family are forcefully taken to a hospital and placed under quarantine. They're locked inside with other victims. The South Korean government makes an announcement. The American man who lost his arm in the attack has been found infected with this mysterious virus. The creature isn't just dangerous, they say. It's the host of something that could cause an epidemic. Gang-do is lying in his hospital bed when his phone rings. He picks it up and his entire world shifts. It's Hyun Seo. She's alive. She's whispering frantically into the phone, telling him she's trapped somewhere dark and wet, the sewers. She can hear water dripping. She's hurt and terrified, and the creature is somewhere nearby. But then the line goes dead. Her phone battery has died. She's alive, but no one believes him. Gang-do starts screaming to the doctors and nurses that his daughter is alive, that she just called him. But everyone thinks he's delusional, a symptom of the virus infection. The medical staff ignores his protests. Only his family believes him. In a daring escape, the family manages to break free from the quarantine facility. Hee-bong, Gang-do's father, meets with some underground dealers and purchases weapons, guns, ammunition, and a detailed map of Seoul's sewer system. Deep underground, we cut to two young brothers, Sejin and Seju. Suddenly, they hear something moving in the darkness. Heavy breathing, water splashing. They turn around just as the creature lunges out of the shadows. The boys try to run, but the creature is too fast. It catches both of them and returns to its lair, deep in the sewers. This is where it's been keeping its victims. We see the creature lower the brothers onto the ground in a pool of water and slime. Sejin doesn't move, he's gone. But Seju is still breathing, barely conscious. Hyun Seo carefully crawls over to Seju and pulls him to safety, hiding him from the creature. Above ground, Gang-do and his family are searching through the sewer entrances and streets, calling Hyun Seo's name into every dark tunnel they find. They're exhausted, desperate. That night, Hee-bong confides in Nam-il and Nam-ju about Gang-do. He tells them that Gang-do can't help being slow sometimes. His difficult childhood affected his development, both physically and mentally. Despite his limitations, he's trying his best to save his daughter. The next morning, as they're preparing to search again, the family hears something, a low growling sound. They turn around and see the creature emerging from a nearby tunnel entrance. It's found them. Immediately, they open fire with their weapons. This is where everything falls apart. Gang-do realizes he might have one more shell left in his shotgun. His father Hee-bong asks for the gun, saying he'll hold off the creature while the others escape. Hee-bong raises the shotgun, taking aim at the approaching creature. But then Gang-do's face goes pale. He miscounted his shots. The gun is empty. Gang-do spins around, screaming, "Father!" But it's too late. The creature lunges forward and attacks Hee-bong before he can react. Gang-do runs back, screaming. But army vehicles and scientists in hazmat suits arrive at that exact moment. Nam-il and Nam-ju barely manage to hide in time, but they're separated from each other in the chaos. Soldiers grab Gang-do and drag him away. Nam-ju is now searching the sewers alone, bow and arrows in hand. She moves cautiously through the dark tunnels when suddenly she comes face to face with the creature. She raises her bow, arrow drawn, taking aim at its head. But she hesitates for just 1 second. That's all it takes. The creature knocks her down into a deep hole. She hits the bottom hard and loses consciousness. The creature tries to reach her, but can't fit into the narrow space. Frustrated, it continues through the sewers, leaving her behind. Meanwhile, Gang-do has been taken to a special medical facility. 2 scientists are interrogating him, and he keeps insisting that his daughter is alive in the sewers. They don't believe him. They think his ravings are symptoms of the virus infection affecting his brain. The scientists decide they need to operate, to extract tissue samples directly from his brain. As the medical team prepares him for surgery, Gang-do realizes this is his last chance. With a burst of desperate strength, Gang-do breaks free from his restraints. He grabs a syringe filled with his own supposedly infected blood and takes one of the nurses hostage. Using her as a shield, he fights his way out of the facility. He's free, but now he's a wanted fugitive. Every police officer and soldier in Seoul is looking for him. But none of that matters. He has to find Hyun Seo. The race against time is reaching its breaking point. Nam-il is also on the run, trying to get help. He visits an old friend, hoping for assistance. But his friend tells him there's a bounty on all their heads. The government wants them captured. Nam-il thinks he's found help, but his friend immediately betrays him, calling the authorities for the reward money. Nam-il barely escapes, running from both his former friend and the police who surround the building. The next morning, Nam-il wakes up on the street next to a homeless man who's been watching over him. They talk, and the homeless man reveals he saw the news about the monster. He wants to help. Together, they form an unlikely alliance. They're going to find Hyun Seo and eliminate this creature once and for all. Back in the creature's lair, Hyun Seo sees her chance. The creature appears to be sleeping in the corner. She's been collecting clothes from the deceased victims, tying them together into a makeshift rope. She manages to attach one end to the drainage opening high above. Taking Seju's hand, she prepares to climb up to freedom. This is it. They're going to escape. But the creature has been watching. As Hyun Seo jumps to grab the rope, the creature suddenly springs to life. It snatches her midair. But strangely, the creature doesn't hurt her. It gently, almost carefully, places her back on the ground, as if it's still pretending to sleep. Hyun Seo is frozen in absolute terror. She slowly, carefully tries to back away. Seju is paralyzed with fear behind her. Then the creature's eyes snap open. It lunges forward with terrifying speed and swallows both Hyun Seo and Seju whole. The screen goes dark for a moment. Above ground, the government makes a major announcement. They're going to release a powerful chemical weapon called Agent Yellow into the Han River and surrounding areas. They believe this toxic agent will eliminate the creature. But people are already gathering in protest. They know Agent Yellow is dangerous to humans too. Crowds fill the streets near the river, demanding the government cancel the operation. The final confrontation is about to begin. Gangdu finally finds the sewer entrance, where the creature has been keeping its victims. He climbs down into the dark tunnel, his heart pounding. But when he reaches the creature's lair, it's empty. Both the creature and Hyun Seo are gone. He's searching desperately when he hears something above him. The creature is passing directly over his position, heading somewhere else. Gangdu looks up, and his blood runs cold. He sees something hanging from the creature's mouth. An arm. Hyun Seo's arm. His daughter is in that creature's jaws. Gangdu starts running, chasing after the creature through the sewers. He bursts out into the streets, just as Namju spots him. They realize where the creature is heading, straight toward the protesters at the river. At the riverbank, thousands of people are protesting when the creature suddenly emerges from the water. Mass panic erupts. People scatter in every direction. Military helicopters appear overhead and begin spraying Agent Yellow across the entire area. The toxic yellow mist rains down on everyone. Protesters, creature, everything. The creature writhes in pain, the chemical burning its skin. It collapses onto the concrete, apparently defeated. This is the moment they've been waiting for. Gangdu runs to the fallen creature. He reaches into its mouth with his bare hands and pulls out two bodies, Hyun Seo and Seju. She's clutching Seju protectively, even in death. Seju is breathing, coughing up water. Hyun Seo isn't moving. Gangdu shakes her, calling her name. The truth hits Gangdu like a physical blow. His daughter is gone. After everything they've been through, they were too late. In a fit of grief and rage, Gangdu grabs a metal pole and charges at the creature. But the creature isn't finished yet. It rises up and swats Gangdu to the ground with its massive tail. That's when Nam-il appears, throwing Molotov cocktails at the creature. Fire explodes across its body. The homeless man climbs up to a platform directly above the creature, carrying a canister of gasoline. He pours the fuel down onto the creature, soaking it. Namil prepares to throw his last flaming bottle, but his hands are shaking. He drops it. The bottle shatters on the ground. Namju picks up the burning cloth from the broken bottle. With steady hands, she loads it onto one of her arrows. She draws the bow back, taking careful aim at the creature's head. The arrow flies straight and true, striking the creature directly in its eye. The creature erupts into flames, its entire body engulfed in fire. The creature, now a living inferno, tries to reach the Han River to extinguish the flames. It's running, stumbling, burning alive. But as it passes by one of the bridge pillars, Gangdu steps out from the shadows. He's holding the metal pole. With every ounce of strength left in his body, Gangdu drives the pole through the creature's open mouth, impaling it completely. The creature convulses once, twice, then goes still. It's finally over. The creature that terrorized Seoul, that destroyed their family, is eliminated at last. Nam-il and Namju kneel beside Hyun Seo's body, holding her, mourning together. Gangdu walks over to Seju, who's crying, traumatized by everything he's witnessed. Gangdu gently picks up the boy and carries him away from the scene, away from the protesters and the fallen creature. He's going to take care of Seju now. Time passes. We see Gangdu is now living with Seju in the small snack bar by the river. It's winter and snow is falling. Gangdu is cooking dinner when he thinks he sees something moving in the darkness outside. He picks up a shotgun, alert, ready. But it's nothing, just shadows and memories. Gangdu and Seju sit down together to eat their meal. The TV in the background is showing a news broadcast about the monster attack. But Seju asks Gangdu to turn it off. They need to focus on the present, on living, on the family they've become. Gangdu turns off the TV, and they eat together in peaceful silence. And that's The Host, a Korean monster movie that's really about so much more than a creature feature. On the surface, it's a thrilling story about a family fighting to save one of their own from a massive river monster. But director Bong Joon Ho crafted something deeper here. This film explores how government bureaucracy and institutional failure can be just as dangerous as any monster. The Host became a massive success in South Korea and internationally, and it's easy to see why. It combines creature feature thrills with social commentary, family drama with action sequences, and horror with genuine heart. If you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button and subscribe for more movie breakdowns. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you want to see more creature features or Korean cinema recaps, let me know what I should cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.